always wondering how the heck water can flow up instead of flowing down. You know? Just like look at the water, like it's flowing up. Normally it's supposed to go down. Yeah, gravity for you in this place. Hey everybody, the Dragon King Mark, and welcome to part 9 of Let's Play Pyre. Let's do the Banner Saga, what the hell? Last we left off, we reached the fall of Solium and conducted our first Liberation Rite. We liberated Jodariel. As you can see, she's gone. It kind of sucks. We're down only 6. Oh, right, one more thing. As you see, we have Jodariel's talisman. I'm not selling those. Just to let you guys know. Each time we liberate someone, if we have their talisman, they give it back to us before they leave. So, there's that. Speaking of Headwind, you find Headwind on his own after Jodariel's liberation. You sense straight away what is on his mind. The two of them will close him through much of his life. He looks up to you, but his familiar smile is nowhere to be found. I'm sorry, my friend. I should be in a much better mood right now. It's just... I can't believe she's gone. And he shakes his head. Listen to me. I'm talking like she's... He falls silent again. You can tell he needs some time to himself right now and turn to leave. Wait, hold on. Don't leave me here just yet. First of all, my friend, thank you. I don't like to think of it in quite these terms, but out of all of us, I really hope she'd manage to get out of here. She's been here the longest, not to mention I'd probably be dead 10 times over by now if not for her. What's more, maybe other than Volfred himself, I have a feeling she's really going to make an impact on this plan of ours back on the other side. Volfred's ambitious plan to spark a rebellion in the Commonwealth as peacefully as possible. The plan's current probability of success? 29%. Just the same though, I am gonna miss her. You and Headwind share some memories of Jodariel for a time, though it grows clear to you that he needs some time alone. Thanks again, my friend. I hope that one day all of us can meet again. Jody, she'd be happy on that day, I bet. It is very late now. You part ways after bidding each other a good evening. I'm sorry, Headwind, but I had to. What's on your mind, Sandra? This place, where you currently reside, it must be Mount Alodio, is it not? This is where those blasted scribes decided to do what to do with me. I had already failed in my mission to eliminate the demon Solium. I did not anticipate his retinue that you see. 8th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the First Exile, or the last of his name. A once proud emperor who neglected his nation and found penitence in the downside. Penitence. They took me and some of my Beyonders alive, although I did not expect to see account of that in their good book. Whether it was for mercy or for spite, I never became certain. They probably presumed that my expulsion from eternity would eventually have taught me some respect for them, but no, not yet. Not yet. Well, I do not mean that, really. The scribes did spare my life, and if it were not for that, I would never have been thusly trapped to then enjoy your company, O lovely reader. Now, having met my quota of blasphemy for the time, I think it is best we resume the normal sort of business between us, if there is any to speak of. And good hunting at the precipice. May you soon rid the downside of some useless idiot. This was before we got her, before we took care of Jody, I guess. I felt like ringing the bell. But let's continue on our journey. Good morning, my boy. The place I noted earlier. Let me illuminate the way. And it's the Moonlit alcove. A small landing on the dark side of the sacred mountain. Volfred indicates you can await the next cycle of the rites here. Wouldn't it be better just to, you know, wander around the downside a bit? I know, I felt like I just, do that. Volfred leads all of you to a calm and quiet clearing, tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden vaults. All about you see a variety of strange items and equipment. Oh, hello. Blackwagon? Volfred, we need to talk. You find Volfred seemingly lost in thought, but then he turns to you. Greetings, reader. This wagon and I, we've many memories together, and I could not help reliving some of them just now. I suppose some aspects of my past may be of relevance to you, given your role. If there is something that you wish to know, you need but ask. What did you do to earn your sentence? Volfred reminds you of someone you heard about long ago in the Commonwealth. Ask when the Nightwings disbanded. The tournament from which you are now a part seems to have a storied history. And the Lone Minstrel. The two of them seem to be old acquaintances. How long do they know each other? Yeah, let's ask about his sentence. You asked Volfred about his past in the Commonwealth and how it is he came to be in the downside. I'll rather forward of you, my boy. Most whom I have met during my travels here have been reluctant to approach the subject of one's history before one's exile. Nonetheless, I am happy to tell you. As a reader, I assume you are familiar with the stamping press. I owned and operated one. An illegal invention allowing written materials to be published at an extraordinary rate. In 617 AS, the Commonwealth was under siege from within, as anti-theocratic propaganda quickly spread. Huh. I took issue with the Commonwealth, the ban on literacy, the interminable wars against the Highwing remnants. I spread the truth about it all with my machine. Under pseudonym, of course. Still, I knew I was putting myself at risk, and sure enough, a stamping press was eventually discovered and burned to the ground. I, however, managed to elude capture for a while. But not for long enough. Here in the downside, I chanced upon the Nightwings, who you were searching for a reader. In that respect, my past, I think, is similar to yours. Anyway, that is the long and short of it. Now then, was there anything else? How did the Nightwings disband? You expressed interest in knowing more about the Nightwings, how the Nightwings came to be here, and Volfred's past connection to the group. I've been connected to the Nightwings almost since the beginning of my days in exile. They found me in a manner, as I understand, quite like how Hedwig and the others found you. Back then, it was a smaller group than we have now. I joined an exile called Erisa, and another called Orlek. Erisa, a former exile of the Nightwings who conducted the rites alongside Volfred and Orlek. Huh. Take note of Orlek. If you remember, I definitely believe Tizo mentioned this. Or someone did. So now we know who he was. A former exile of the Nightwings who conducted the rites alongside Volfred and Erisa. Once in a while, we let little Tizo stand with us as well. He is rather older than he looks. So I was right, Tizo did know them all. The other triumvirs we stood against, they feared us. Only the Tempers presented any threat to us in any given right. But there was a terrible accident. Erisa, we lost her, and Orlek. He was my friend. He fell from Mount Elodio. We lost him as well, on the night when he was to be set free. Wait. Ouch. We were reckless, hasty, and I was powerless to stop any of it. I blame the Rites themselves, the circumstances that put us into danger. The downside I claimed many lives, yet this was too much. I vowed never again to don the masks and raiments. I had the blackwagon cleared and buried, such as it could not be used again. If the Nightwings would rise again, it would be under different circumstances, under new leadership and towards a different purpose. That is all I wish to say on this, my boy. Wow. So Oralek, there was Erisa lost her life, and so did Oralek on the day he was supposed to be liberated. What the hell happened? I mean, I can only imagine, but man, that sucks. You asked Volfred about his history with the lone minstrel, who he seems to know quite well. Tariq was there with the Nightwings when they took me on. His manner has always been as much as you've seen now. Although, he is somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then, if you can believe that. I think our plan has sparked a little fire in him. He serves the Rites and the Nightwings. I've tried to ask him about his past before, but he seems rather reluctant to speak of it. Though, it is plain he is not from around here. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nonetheless, although I do not know much of him, I count him as a friend. I've lost track of him for some time, though it was he who first informed me that the Nightwings had returned. He and Teaser were instrumental in our meeting. It's been good to see him doing relatively well. Anyway, was there anything else you wish to talk about for now? No, I got everything I need. You thank Bofur for his time, and bid him a good rest for the afternoon. Likewise to you, reader. Be well. I gotta say, hearing about the Nightwings, the old ones, I'm kinda curious now. What caused Erisa to lose her life and also Oralek? Well, time to bide our time. Everyone, the amenities are modest here at Moonlit alcove, but I suggest that you get comfortable. We may be here for some time. As for myself, I have some business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care for now. It shall be ready when we need it next. From the mountaintop, you can see all across the downside. It's impossible expanse staring back at you. The thought occurs to you that you may never see another land besides it. And so, you and your companions weigh upon the mountaintop in quiet solitude, anticipating when the cycle of the Rites begins to turn again. Then, you shall have another opportunity to free one of your own. You may earn back their freedom one by one. Many moons pass. Then one evening... May I have a moment, reader? The little minstrel finds you poring over the Book of Rites, as has been your leaning through your side at this abode. Begging your pardon, but there is something you may wish to see. Please follow me. You follow him into the cold night. Look forth, reader, sir. The stars shine like you've never seen. Once more, the path towards salvation is revealed, but now something is different. Well, let's seek out our destination. Let's see how bad this is. Orez. Jomir. Gaul. Wait. Each prior time you searched the stars, they showed you a single path, but now, several rites avail themselves to you at once. Sweet! We can choose our own rites this time! No. No. Orez the Azure Star. The dissidents are led by the Barker Kerr. Your record of them is 1-0. Challenge the dissidents. Challenge the accusers. Lendo's already on his way. Or challenge Dalbert in the Fates. You know what? Let's go take on Oris. Actually, if you also look at the little panels there, you can actually briefly see the arenas. That's actually pretty cool. Barker. But from now on, we can choose what rite to go on this time. The stars urge that we go to the Hulk of Oris, a long way off. Wilfred, sir, however do we reach the Hulk of Oris in due course of time? You know, for Tariq, preparations are complete. You think you see the little minstrel smile, ever faintly, but cannot be sure. We set skitters to gather the belongings, rest, and then assemble at the wagon there at the dawn. We shall be departing at that time. As you will, sir. The cycle begins anew. As the years advance, you will find there ought to be fewer rites, this time, until once more we are to traverse Scribe's Gate. Exactly how many is difficult to say, but our next chance at liberty ought to present itself much sooner than before, so let's be ready for it. Now then, see you in the morning, reader. The companions have not traveled far from Moonlit alcove, where the news soon spreads throughout the group. But before we... Wait. Oh, we can't go into the blackwagon. I want to read those new chapters. Oh well. Next morning, Volfred calls everyone together before the blackwagon. This old wagon is more than it appears. With Bertrude's aid, it escorted you across the sea to me. Now, it shall escort us anywhere the stars require. Come and see. Time to step inside. What? Something has changed about the wagon's interior. What looked before to be old cracks and signs of age now exposes various intricate components once hidden from view. You are the Nightwings. You should travel in their customary way. He turns to you, indicating levers and devices marked with symbols from the book. Now, reader, whenever you're ready, you may take us up. I'll show you how. And everyone else, hang on to something. Take off. Yet, after having soared into the sky, the black wagon remains aloft somehow. By the Under King! I can't believe it. Teaser was excited to be flying again. You get the impression this may not have been the first time for him. The Nightwings sailed the sky again, wheresoever the stars may call for them. There is one catch. Downside provides few locales suitable for landing. Though, we should be able to find at least a couple landing spots near to where we're going. We'll then make way by land or sea toward our destination. Now, without further ado, let us proceed. The black wagon can fly! Seek sailing near the Hulk of Horus. Yeah! We got a ship now! We got a plane! But check it out! We're flying in style! Check it out. As you can see... Oh! Hang on. You hear the angry hissing coming from mobility all the way from your position. You think, mayhaps, the skies belong to ye? Foolish! The skies and everything below, above them, and below belong to the astral born. Ye shall be smitten from his skies on his awakening. Now, begone! I just wanted to do that. But yeah, we can fly. Something about the strange island you see below draws your attention. Best avert your gaze from the Isle of Calamere. Even the scribes themselves thought to avoid this place. That's why a forbidden island nestled on the deathless tempest. It has significance to the 8 scribes. Whoop. Looks like we're not the only ones that are flying in style. Let's move around. The Hulk of Horus. It has drifted here upon the sea for longer than one might expect. Perhaps you have already read about the doomed ship's demise in the embrace of unfathomed blurns. Some say it was the sea itself which preserved the ship's remains. In properties within the water, sea creatures binding together ruined planks of wood. Those such as yourselves in the distance know another truth, I gather. The stars would not align over the wreckage if it did not have greater significance than it first appears. May you have good fortune there during the coming rite. I wonder if she can... This may be a more restful current toward the Hulk of Horus. Under King Pass. Fables the X-Crash shall bless you. Everyone observes this current to the Hulk of Horus is teeming with fish. I know how you feel, Dad. The Sea of Solace. You touched down at the Sea of Solace, where you first encountered Sir Gillman and the Pyre Hearts. As you make time to check the wagon subsystem for signs of any excess strain resulting from your voyage through the skies, one of your companions gets your attention. Wow, that was exciting. Maybe someday you could fly us to the stars? They assist you with the remainder of the work, and together you conduct that everything seems to be in order. You shall soon carry on by sea, but for now, you have some time to spare. The Beyonder Crystal seeks headwind. We have a lot today, don't we? Wigging Woods Wisp. Wisp provides scarce bit of light when it needed, all for a low monthly fee. Keeps it from Black Basin. Wait, where's that crystal? There it is! It keeps it from Mount Elodio, the Grass Stone. Exhibit a flagrant disregard for the natural laws, thus providing light entertainment. Canvas Wing. The blackwagon is flight capable, although by which means you do not fully grasp yet. It keeps it from Moonlit alcove. Jody's throw rug. Let's go to the Beyonder Crystal. What's on your mind? Ah, my best friend in all the world. Come to visit me again. Does it make you uncomfortable, perhaps, that I should call you this? Perhaps you think that you do not yet know me very well, but I know you just fine. You reveal a great deal to me when you come visit me like this. You are not the only one who can sense things in others, you know. She laughs to herself. One learns to read a bit when forced to suddenly appear within a book for 837 years or so. Especially if one boys won't pry to it a little, you understand? For it gets rather boring here. I know all about you. The crippled scholar who vowed to keep his friends to be free again, only to end up spending all his time talking to an apparition stuck in a stone. Oh, I know about your loves, or lack thereof, about your favorite pastimes, certain habits you may be somewhat loath to admit. Fear not, of course. I use this special knowledge only as a means to entertain myself, I think. And if you don't like it, why, just keep your distance, like so many of your predecessors. As for the Beyonders, they are as rapes to me, as I must seem to all those idiots with whom you consort. I cannot confine that as easily in my own kind as I am able to confine in you. I suppose I have said too much. Thank you, as ever, for the visit. You have given me a lot to think about, more than you know. She laughs again softly. Okay, you got a scribe, child? You need not ask me twice. Simply verify which one of yours shall be the subject of my scrutiny. And when? Oh, you must be the nomad boy. So innocent, that one. I should have a lot of work to do with him. Then let us bring him forth. Soon heaven appears in heed. Hey, my friend. What's going on? I feel bad for doing this to you, buddy, but I want your ability. Nomads such as Headwind have well-balanced abilities in the Rites, but no exceptional advantages. So, jack of all trades, master of none. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, boy. You answer to me here. Understood. You are a fool. Do not talk back to me. Your reliance on your friends is such a burden upon them. Let us see what you can do without their aid. Save for that of your lovely reader there. Alright, let's do it. Oh god, it's like the night. It's like the first night. It's like our first time on the night once again. Oh, so close. Gotcha. Ah. No. Dang. Hit! Yes! The free spirit. Dang! Ah! He was smart. Oh, come on! Hit! Ah! Damn! Ah! Give me a break! I was watching a bit of Young Justice last night, the recent 3 episodes that dropped, 4 episodes apparently that dropped. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. You don't! And he played me like a fool! I guess Sandra's right about Head when relying on the others. Nice! Whoa. I gotta blitz it. And never mind, she blitzed me. And I'm screwed. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yes! With only 5 remaining. Ah, Sandra was kind of right. We did it! It seems you did indeed, boy. Your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Okay, I guess she was right about Head when relying on the others. I apologize for the noise. My mom is talking with my nephew. So, Young Justice, loved it. We finally got a chance to see Cyborg. Although I didn't really like that whole Teen Titans Go thing. That was a bit messed up. Like, really. Good to be back from after all that. Say, what's that you have there? Gaul's Bracer. Headwind power casts his aura with greater ease and gains infinite stamina on hit for 2 seconds. To find their mark, Sandra and the Sisters of the Ark first had to circumvent his loyal man-at-arms. Sweet. Gaul's Bracer. Needed that. Let's check out the book chapters. Let's see, no. Emperor's Fall. Living in Exile. Observation and ruminations on the surviving downside. Spence sold the slug market to reveal more pages. In the words of Jomir Menimane, the Alpha Chief, once I too roamed free. I remember well those days in which I was called Chief. I traveled all the world over my own 4 good paws, and I was well adored. I wanted to go stronger. Here at last I have. I shall not mince my words. This place is either shall harden you or kill you. It shall haunt you with old memories. You share the exile's plight. My charge is to alleviate the sting of it for you a little bit, and to prolong your stay. Only for as long as needed. Your charge is to return. We call this place the downside for a reason, but in time, here you can learn to eat, to seek out shelter, and to find a certain beauty in unlikely places. No. Forsaken lands. Melith. In the words of Molten Melith, the Wild Witch. Years upon long years we spent distilling life essence from many things, which all once thrived under the auspices of their mortality, which we find ourselves cut short. In this we have no regrets, for we learned much, and so, we think, did they. We earned the title Witch, and we were forced to flee into the downside. Here we encountered Soliam Mur, and soon, we gained an understanding of each other. He bade us circumnavigate these lands and catalog our findings. We felt a strong desire to expose the secrets of this land. We wish to yield benefit to those who followed in our wake. Indulge us both then. The Sea of Solace. Beyond the shallow, sickly gulf, our voyage grew increasingly forbidding and much harder to explain. How could such a sea exist here, at the bottom of the world? We could not deduce whence sprang the carcasses of ancient sailing ships we found throughout the Sea of Solace, though the warnings that they signified we duly noted. It was here we first met Oris, called the Under King, who brazenly assaulted our small skiff, where we had trespassed in his waters. But then the Under King relented, for he witnessed Soleil Mur in all his doom and glory. Soon he would side with us, and with the Under King, he sailed forth into a tempest beyond reasoning or measure. Mount Elodiel. Gaining summit on the sacred Mount Elodiel involved no small amount of sacrifice and sorcery in varying proportion. The mountain's energies were palpable, the sensation we felt indescribable. The lands we stood upon were closer to the stars than the world we knew. It was upon this highest point in all the downside we first made efforts to conduct this tome, which you read now. It was there that we were stricken with a vision of the cycle of the rites and felt together, for the first time, a sense of freedom unlike any we experienced before. But that is a subject which our comrades shall illuminate in greater detail. Celestial landmarks, pertaining to locales discovered to have cosmic significance. Visit celestial landmarks to reveal more pages. Return to different regions to reveal more pages. Spend Salt the Slugmark to reveal. Continue your journey to reveal. Prevail over your adversaries to reveal more pages with the 9 triumvirates. And conduct Liberation Rites to reveal more of the Commonwealth. In the words of Lou Scholarian, 100 Minds, the Scholar. Do you feel a kinship with the stars? You owe your everything to them, and perhaps one day, even your freedom. I chased the stars across the river of my genealogy, until they led me here. I demanded they explain to me the paradox of knowledge. For, how is it that something can be shared but still contained within ourselves in its entirety? The stars did not respond, but they sent me on a quest. I sought the 9 landmarks which they revealed to me, so that someday I would reveal their mysteries to you. These landmarks, emissaries of the stars, are 9 lenses through which we see the land, and see ourselves in new light. The book. Much can be said about the Sisters of the Ark, who we banished to the great beyond for deeds irredeemable. Suffice it that the details of their banishment are written in this book. The sisters in the book became inseparable. Not unlike the stars, their light in the infinite darkness that engulfs them. The stars communicate to us, and you in turn. The words within this book are but an edifice, a simple surface. Look past the text, to the hidden meaning, to the hidden power. The stars above, as they are not mere lights, they are not mere words. If you chance upon the Sisters of the Ark within their prison here, give them our thanks. Lou is a pretty cool dude. We still need to unlock these 2 pages though. The 9 triumvirates. In the words of Ha'ub the Swallow, the accursed. At first I found it much too difficult to read, much less write, even to grasp the quill. But the horned one, Mur, implored me. He said that this is the greatest gift that he could give me in return. In return for what, I asked. In return for his life, he said. But I did not save your life, I said. You did, he said. We fought about this still. Mur is stubborn more than I. Now herein, and by his leave, I chronicle the 9 triumvirates, for I am of this land, unlike the rest who wish to leave. We knew not everyone who could leave who wanted. Seldom would the opportunity arise. Thus did we organize those striving for the chance into the 9 sets of 3. We don't have anyone, but I guess we're going to be getting more about the dissonance soon. And on the Commonwealth. The words of Saint Triesta Tethys, the Blessed Born. We, the 8, assembled here in the downside, and we gave our freedom so that you may yet have yours. It is an exchange we have not made lightly. It is my charge to ensure that you, should you regain your freedom, first off, recognize its qualities and also use it wisely. You do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. My own wings. I once thought that they could take me anywhere, and then they took me here, where I am bound. It is your charge to be free, not to make the same mistakes. spring from here and learn about what we did, and build a new and great society, a free society, with wings spread wide for everyone. Well, we can pretty much tell where that went. But that takes care of the book. Wait. Alright, Gillman! Gillman is shivering there after the blackwagon's maiden voyage through the skies. Master Reader! This knight is very slightly out of sorts is all. He merely appears terrified, but he assures you that his seeming cowardice is but an optical illusion in this case. Tabitha overhears and joins you. Flying's not for everyone, Sir Knight. His knight heartily concurs, though how anyone at all can stand it, he has yet to understand. Well, let's see. What's it like to swim in the waters of the Sea Dominion? Ah, those glorious, murky waters. Engulfed in hideous warfare to be sure, but otherwise a joy to cut across. To feel the coolness of the waves beneath one's gill slits, and the like. Though this knight is now accustomed to his life above the surface. Flying's just the same, Sir Knight. It resists to those of not born of it, of us not born to it. I, in turn, have wondered what your seas are like, but the thought of swimming fills me with disgust. Though I haven't had to swim, and now you have to fly. That's very brave of you, and you handle it better than some heart bludgeons I've met in my day. You get used to it. She departs, but you sense Sir Gillman is feeling better after the exchange. Gillman, get one hope. There for them. Gaze into the abyss. I hope we don't find Cthulhu here. Having arrived in the murky waters of Ragged Rock, you find yourself lost in thought, watching the horizon. Then, the north current towards Stormwall passes by old carcasses of ships long gone. Holds the downside record for the most shipwrecks caused. I can see that. Call today, reader darling. Come morning this you will be just as you left it. Power that leads you to the wagon's cabin where the others are waiting. Together you share an entertaining conversation and a decent meal, courtesy of Volfred, who caught a fresh catch earlier. We gain +1 hope for the next rite. Well, let's continue on our journey to the Hulk of Horus. Besides, we gotta fight the dissidents anyway. Unfathomed plumes look like a giant octopus. The Hulk of Horus and the 8 scribes. Hey, you guys, where's your friend? You know, the big one with the horns, like sprouting and stuff like that? Some hound there, or what? Heard a crazy story, she just flew out of here, or something. Anyways. Don't bring it up, dude. Twilight Shard. Yeah, let's get a little pinch of stardust. Dash. Huh. Right Light and Righteous Flame actually can give us 10 Pyre if we do this. I am not giving up Solium's horn. Righteous Flame? And let's get a handful of Stardust. And now... let's really upgrade Gaul's Bracer. Yeah, look at this thing. 14. So be seeing you guys. Soulless Shell. The sparkly thing in its center is, in fact, its heart, which it airs out from time to time. A keepsake from the Sea of Soulless. Only a monster would attempt to remove the heart, or would have the strength. Rikki! We find Rukey having just put up his Greentail family portrait. There is something of a wistful look in his eyes. Rukey's well-to-do Kerr family tied to the Commonwealth's thriving mercantile industry. Something comes over him, and he moves in close, lowering his voice. Look, Chum, I gotta level with you about something real quick. Truth is that I haven't been entirely upfront with you about my family situation. He hesitates for a while, then. We ain't exactly quite as rich as I've been letting on. I mean, we do just fine, and we got lots of money stored away. It's just mostly locked up on savings bonds, and he seems to catch himself in the middle of another tall tale and relents before you can respond, one way or another. The situation is my mom back on the other side. She needs a little bit of help financially and otherwise. All she's got right now are my knuckle-headed uncles to keep her steady. I always told her I'd make something of myself, you know. I was just a clerk at a shop. Things started getting tough for us, so I started looking for all kinds of different work. Got in with some unseemly sorts, I guess, but the pay was real good. We took to shipping certain types of stuff down here, of all places, flushing it straight down the river, watertight. The pay was right. My mom was so proud of me. We were eating real good all the time. But you can probably guess what happened. I barely scraped by after they flushed me down here. Would have been due for a bunch of hollers had Jody not bailed me out of a tough spot one fine evening. As for my mom, she doesn't know half of it. My uncles told her on my way on business. Not entirely unsure, I guess, but if she knew, it'd break her poor heart. So, don't know how else to put this, Chum, but I want to get out of here. Go back to what I was doing back home. I'm straight and narrow, though. I gotta go this time for sure. Just don't go telling everybody about that old Rukey Greentail's just a mama's boy, okay? I got some reputation to uphold. He quickly scampers out the door. His past isn't weighing heavily on you, but you sense he was sincere about wishing to lead an honest life. Actually, roster bio updated. Rukey. Smuggling, self-gain, and years in exile 4. He was involved in illegal operations shipping contraband to the downside. As mercy guides our hand, we spare your lives, but rid ourselves of you. The records state that he sought to undermine the social fabric of the Commonwealth. And he's been exiled for 4 years. It is a life sentence. He barely made a living as a trader in the Commonwealth, trying to provide for an aging mother and several good-for-nothing uncles, until he found a much more lucrative clientele amongst those exiled to the downside. To them, he would ship various commodities. But just as things were looking up, he was finally caught and cast down the river. Then, there, after Jodario saved him from a pack of howlers, he promised to repay her. Damn, Rukey. Don't worry, buddy. I'm gonna get you out of here. I, too, have a mom I have to look after. The Hulk of Oris. The Dazraban was the first of many river ships to vanish in the downside. Although presumptions of its loss were not inaccurate, the doomed ship and her valiant crew had charted half of the Sea of Solace, ere the end of their brave voyage. The sea titan, Unfathomed Florence, was not found the vessel soiling her sea and split the doomed ship with a single swipe. The ship's own shattered prow would later end the sea titan's cruel reign, as the boastful Underking loves to recount. The stars themselves must have been moved by this. That point within the sea, now sacred, has the stars dancing in homage every now and again. Wait, what was... Commence the rite. As the sky grows dark over the Hulk of Oris, a hush falls over your companions, especially Rukey. You said something is troubling him. Something to do with your next adversaries. Oh, hey, Chum. Just want to let you know, I'm pumped and ready to take on the dissidents this time. Sure am, alright. That Barker. He's not so scary once you get to know him like I do, you know? So, don't worry. Cause I sure won't be going easy on him after last time. As Rukey marches off toward the clearing, you notice his grin fade away. In the distance, you hear the dissidents begin to hoot and howl. Ah, yeah. . I love this song. Okay, that was... Oh, I...
Your chosen adversaries here shall be the dissidents. Reduce their flame to ash, just as you did when last you met.
Oh, it's
now,
on.
Who exactly shall oppose them?
Oi, mates! Look at what we have here! Greentail, is that you? Yeah, Parker, it's me, alright. Well, I'll be. So tell me something, Greentail. You gonna go against me this time? Or you gonna keep on sticking cow like before, huh? What do I do? 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 Wait! He says he wants to fight. If we could beat him. If we could beat him, maybe he'll leave us alone. He'll leave the Greentails alone. I could make it worth his while. Rukey's family. His mother, Reba, and his uncles. Yalswell, Ruther, Robbie, Putter, and Otto. Barker. What is it, mate? The run's about to start. Well, I was just thinking. I know I owe you and everything, but I got a deal for you. You like a good deal, don't you? I like a good laugh's more like it, but I'll buy Greentail. What's your fancy here? I was thinking, if I beat you here, we're scared away. You let me off the hook. Huh? I see. But tell me something, mate. Now why in this stinking world would I want to do a thing like that? Wasn't it for me if I beat you instead? Then, I'll pay you double what I owe. I promise. But you have to promise too. Curzo. Oi, really now? Double or nothing then, is it, eh? You drive a hard bargain there, mate. But alright, it's a deal. You beat me in my pack right now, and you're debt-free as far as I'm concerned. Of course you don't. I'll be fleecing you for all your work. You, your stupid uncles, and that dear old mom of yours. See you shortly, then. Rukey then turns to you. Hey, so this one means a lot to me, you understand there, chum? Let me go against these guys and I'll make sure we show them, okay? Good, I was planning to bring you in, brother. Let's do it. Bye, mates. My pack and I, we got a few new tricks we're down to show you real soon. Lieutenant Barker speaks the truth. The dissidents are more capable than before. Each time you face a triumvirate, they gain talismans and masteries. Do not underestimate them.
Who shall conduct this rite?
Barker. Cloud Jump and Keen Eye. Scribe Rock. Oh shit. Charson. Oh. Prayer beads. Oh crap. They all have the same prayer beads. Wow, these guys are pretty dang strong. Rukey. Faye.
Sir Gillman, it is done.
No, Rukey. Know that your battle here is this night's battle too. Onward! Alright then, Greentail, bring it on! Or your dear old mom's who's gonna pay. Oh. Let's go, Wolfie.
Now begin. Yes.
Whoop! Sucker! Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Okay, I ran right into that one. No. Ah. What's the matter, Greentail? He thinks you seem a little nervous on your paws out there. Just shut up already, Barker. Let's get on with it. What the hell you say, huh? You think you can talk back to me like that, Greentail? You heard me, Bucker. Stay out of my damn way. Whoa, Rukey. Oh, what, mate? Or I'll sink these little nervous teeth into your neck, old chum. Dang!
That foolish Barker was a menace to the Commonwealth and is a blight upon the Rites.
Oh, I walked right into that one. Whoa! Woo! Dang! Yes! As long as we can do these jumps, I think we're set. Whoa.
Glory.
Let's do it. We're almost there. Oof. Oh. Man, these guys are good. Nah. And dunk.
Resplendent.
Just got 5 more. One more hit, we got this.
Now go on, just once more.
Oh. Nice. Woo! Dunk, dunk. Oh, so cool. Oh! Ah! Oh. It's become a bloodbath. Oh crap. Oh crap. Woo! No!
Shame.
Dang. These guys are good. I'm talking scary good. Ooh, so...
Your fellow exiles remain banished.
Ah! Okay, we got 5. They still got 5. We might have a shot this.
That's it.
No! Oh crap! Oh.
Unfortunate for the dissidents.
No!
United in banishment.
Yes!
And it is done. The Nightwings prevail yet again. 'Twas the will of the 8 scribes which kept their flame alive.
Ah!
The rite is complete.
Woohoo! We did it! We got him! Green tail, you. You got fair and square, mate. As fair and square as this stuff gets, right? So my family, you'll leave them alone? You said you'd leave them alone. Ease off there, Green Tail. Deal's a deal. Now then, me and my pack have better step it up for when we see you and your mates again. I'll be looking forward. Rukey watches him depart and turns to you as his expression softens. Don't know what to tell you, chum, other than I really owe you one.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes.
Don't worry, buddy. I always look out for my friends. Sir Gillman.
Honor is elusive, O Sir Gillman, yet enlightenment is eternal.
So this graceful knight, for such a glorious occasion, that he is giving such strong consideration to performing here and now the forbidden dance of the Sea Dominion. I can only see that. Okay, after using Slash, Sir Gillman uses it again to return to his previous position. Sir Gillman Slash banishes adversaries in a wider area of effect. That's gonna be very useful. Sorry, Pamatha.
Until the next
Right. Well, I'm glad we helped Rukey out of death. I was worried we weren't gonna make it. I really was worried. Now that we took on Barker and won, you return to the wagon after you and your fellow exiles vanquished the dissidents and find Volfred waiting for you there. Well done back there, my boy. You were serving your companions well. Now then, I have something that I wish to share with you, if you have a moment. We have discussed a plan of which we're all a part. I have means of measuring our progress toward the goal of it. 31%! Nice! I'd like for you to have a look. First, let's determine where the Rites may take us yet. Look forth! I expect you shall see several shining stars where you once saw but one. You gaze into the darkness. The scribe's stars beckoned. Let's see where we go. Triesta, Lou, Melith. Several shining stars. A trick of the light, or the will of the scribes, who can say? I too once gained this newfound vision many years ago, following my first Liberation Rite, and I believe only we of the Nightwings have this gift. I realized that, in choosing who the Nightwings confront in each rite, we in turn influence which triumvirate we face when the time comes for someone to be set free. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. Henceforth, you may use Volfred's planner to see your current progress. An object that shows the relative standings between the 9 triumvirates in the rites. Whichever triumvirate carries the most favor shall confront the Nightwings for a chance at freedom. Let's check it out. Using Volfred's planner, you may assess your progress towards the ultimate goal, as well as check the current standings of your adversaries. Volfred shall keep this information up to date for the remainder of your quest. You may look over it now or any time in the blackwagon or while searching the stars. Prisoners of war whose hatred for the Commonwealth runs deep. Withdrawn. They recently rose in favor relative to other triumvirates. They got 5 wins and 3 losses. The Fate only have 1 win and 6 losses. Dang. The Pyre Hearts 3-6. Dissidents 1-5. Let's see here. We could fight Molten Belief in the at Lou, Triesta at with Triesta we fight the accusers, and with Malif we fight the Pyre Hearts. On the one hand, I want to fight Malif, Udmilde, but on the other hand, you know what, let's go fight Lendl again. Lendl at Triesta. So we're gonna take out Lendl and the accusers this time, huh? I've done some digging about him. He tells you what he knows about your next adversaries. Lendl the Liar. The first adversary you confronted in the Rites, not long after you took your first steps on the path to freedom. A former constable of the Commonwealth, he gained a reputation for his strict and brutal manner. By any means, he always caught the crook. Once he arrested a civilian who hated him, on suspicion of theft of Commonwealth artifacts that had gone missing. Lendl discovered the artifacts himself in the civilian's home. The suspect was soon exiled still. He denied the charges, even as they cast him downriver. The case was investigated further, though too late. Suspicions turned to Lendl. It turned out he planted the damning evidence himself, so he was exiled in return. In the downside, he soon became acquainted with the Rites, having heard about all this from several people in higher places. He asserted himself as the de facto leader of the accusers. They bent on his aggressive nature, and rebelled many times under his watch. Yet, each time his chance of liberty rose, the Nightwings either defeated him, or simply did not show. I guess that's why he doesn't care for us. No matter though, we'll soon give him more reason. See you in the morning, my friend. You bid him a good evening. At dawn you shall take fly again. The Dissidents. But I'm gonna call that for today, guys. We did a lot. We got the blackwagon to fly. We took on the dissidents. We got him with his little talisman, and we got Rukey out of debt. So I'm Dragon King Mark, and next time on Let's Play Pyre, we're gonna go and take on Lendl the Liar and the Accusers at Triesta's Nest. Till then, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified of when I'm going to update. Check out my Twitter if you guys want to, and hit that bell icon to be notified because YouTube's algorithms are not all that good. Until then, laters.